They say tech money is blood money, but one thing they don't tell you is that it chooses your blood instead. I'm sure you would all understand. So today I'll be talking about a challenge that every tech person faces, but no one ever seems to talk about enough. Hi everyone, welcome to PM with Mo. It's been a while and I am particularly excited to be here today. I have been away because we were moving and yep, I'm here now. And today I'll be talking about time management for techies. Yes. So whether you are a project manager, a developer, a designer, or just someone that is passionate about tech, we all know how easy it is to get lost or get sucked into the 247 of tech. Let's learn not to ignore the outside world. So my goal today is to help you with tips to stay sane as a techie. So subscribe to this channel if you haven't, hit the like button and sit back as we talk about effective time management. Alright techies, let's be honest. How many times have you caught yourself just checking that one last Slack message at 10 p.m. Or for PMs, you can just be on your bed and you get a random product idea at 3 a.m. and you get up just to write it down. Yes, the tech world is like that. It moves with the speed of light and it can really feel impossible to just turn off. And this is the first point I want to make. Acknowledge the reality of tech work. You see, if you don't take control of your time, the tech world will take it from you, and not only does this impact your work, burnout, it impacts your relationship, it impacts your health and happiness too. For example, my husband and I work in tech. So imagine we are not taking control of our time or making active effort to spend time together. We may just become strangers or like roommates, God forbid. So let's make sure we are in charge of our schedule and not the other way around. Take control of your time, take control of your schedule. Understand that you should not let the work take over your life. Next, prioritization. Alright, so how do we start managing our time better? It basically starts with prioritization. You need to learn that it's not everything that requires your immediate attention, even if it has the urgent flag next to it. Especially for PMs, knowing which tasks are actually impactful versus tasks that are nice to have can make all the difference. One trick I love for this is the Eisenhower matrix. You've probably heard of it. It's just a way of breaking down your to-do list into 4 categories. You have the urgent and important, you have the important but not urgent, you have the urgent and not important, and neither. So you may find out that a lot of things are neither urgent nor important. So practice saying no or delegating wherever you can. For PMs, I also recommend a method called value to effort ratio. Evaluate every task based on how much value it will add versus the effort it requires. So it is basically not about cutting corners, but about identifying where your time can actually make the most impact. I hope that helps. Now let's talk about structuring your day. So instead of just winging it and trying to do everything at once, think about segmenting your day into focused blocks. This is called time blocking. Have blocks for deep work, quick tasks and meetings. So avoid scattering them around. Schedule personal work like you would schedule work meeting. Yep. It may sound silly to block out time for family or exercise, but if it's on the calendar, then you are more likely to respect it. So book that workout, book that date night, book that exercise, or even some gaming time, just as you would do for your work tasks. That way you are more likely to respect or do that stuff. Another big one is learn how to set boundaries. Again, I repeat, learn how to set boundaries. You see, I'm repeating this because it is very important. As tech people, not just tech people self, as a human being, most times we feel kind of obligated to be available at all hours. But a very important part of time management is managing other people's access to your time. So please learn to establish boundaries on when and how people can reach you. You don't have to be reachable on Slack or email 247. I say it all the time. If you have to put your phone on DND, then you should. And for PM, you see this one is especially important. Communicate your availability clearly with your team, especially if you're working across time zones. And when you are off, let them know that okay, I'll be off for so hours, and show them who to turn to in your absence. This is you fully unplugging without feeling guilty or feeling anxious that something may go wrong, because there's someone they can reach out to and they know that you're not available. Next, learn to make time for what actually matters. Let's talk about life outside work. Remember that our lives are not all about Jira tickets and KPIs. Tech is just one part of who you are, and that's crucial to remember. What do you actually want to spend time on? Your hobbies, your family, your health, just having fun? Make those a priority, because they are what would really refill you at the end of the day. And yep, if you're feeling overwhelmed, take small steps. For example, if you feel like you've been neglecting your fitness, don't just jump into the gym and do 1 hour. You can take 10-minute walk, start there, and just build those routines slowly, and they'll be easier to maintain from there. So it is about sustainability or balanced routine, and not just quick fixes. The last thing I want to talk about today is have a weekly reset. This is when you set aside a little bit of time each week, either Sunday afternoon. For me, I use Sunday afternoon or evening to just reset, review my week, set goal for the next week, look back on what I've worked on and what did not work or what I didn't work on, and just make adjustments. I like to think of it as a mini retrospective, but for my life, basically my career. So you'll be surprised at how 15 to 20 minutes of reflection can give you a huge sense of clarity and control. And if you're feeling extra organized, set some weekly goals, personal and professional. Like, it will make a whole lot of difference for you. All right, so that's it. That's the game plan. Remember, managing your time is not about squeezing every second out of the day, but it is about making space for what really matters to you. As a tech person, we are all about optimizing, but that should include optimizing our personal life too. So go ahead, try a couple of these tips, whether it's time blocking, setting boundaries, or just learning to say no, and see how it feels. Because at the end of the day, time is the most valuable thing we have. As a tech person, don't let tech take your blood, and we owe it to ourselves to use our time well. Thank you for listening. If you've not subscribed to this channel, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and drop a comment below with your favorite time management hack or tip. See you next time. Thank you for joining PM with Mo. Bye.